Both are interesting scenarios. You can only have so many of those wars that Dustin has been in, you know. But I think Conor, you know, I think Conor just keeps getting better. I mean, yeah, he had a year off, but he also finished Cowboy Cerrone in 40 seconds. So he's only spent 40 seconds in the octagon in the last maybe 2 years, you know. But I think Conor conducts himself for the most part like a champion when it comes to buckling down and training. Not to mention the fact that you see the pictures, you see the training videos, you see the hype, you hear the interviews. He's on a different wavelength of seeing this opportunity. I think he sees, as Khabib is talking about retiring, knowing that maybe there's that one fight left with Khabib, but then also after that, it leaves the door open for him to win the title, and he wants to be champion. So I think Conor's motivated. I think a year off doesn't do anything bad for him. I think Dustin probably took the requisite time off that he needed to after the Dan Hooker fight. So we will see. I'm excited. Hopefully I go out there, finish Dan Hooker, and can shower up real quick, do my media obligations, and run out there to the front row and see who could quite possibly be my next opponent in the UFC.
I think that's a different fight this time. You know, I think Dustin's not going to come in as emotional as last time. I think he'll play it a little smarter. I fought Dustin too. I know his style. Southpaw versus southpaw, it gives Conor a different look than his usual slip and bang with his left. So I think it's going to be a different fight. I'm not sure how it plays out, but I know it's going to be different than the first one.
I'm very excited about that fight. I think Poirier get better and is way better at that weight class. He doesn't seem that dehydrated, but Conor is still having that puncher chance because he just have that piecing in the left hand. So if he get clipped early, he will go down. But if he can take Conor to the later rounds, you will see Poirier win in the same way he did with Gaethje and Eddie Alvarez.
Well, you know, it's been a while since we've seen Conor McGregor fight. His last fight was Donald Cerrone, but you saw how that went. I know Dustin Poirier has made some improvements since the last time they fought, but to be honest with you, like, Conor McGregor is a lifelong martial artist. Like, even though he's not in the fight, he's not in the octagon, he's always training. So he could possibly pull out another win for sure.
I don't know, man. This is two really high level fighters. Conor's really good. I do see him probably winning. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see if Dustin rises to the occasion.
Well, their first fight was in the featherweight division, 145. Now being at 155, who do you think it favors more?
Wait, one more time. Oh, you're saying the last time 145? Yeah. I don't think that's an issue. Yeah. I think it's, what's different is their mindsets, because of the places they are, the places they've gone since then. They're much different people since that fight, both of them. So that'll be interesting.
I favor Conor because he's the better precision striker. And taking Conor to the ground is going to be no easy task for Dustin. So Dustin's going to have to grit it out, get inside, and grind it out if he's able to. And anything's possible. They're both world-class athletes, but I definitely favor Conor because of the striking aspect. He's a master striker in the lightweight division. So I favor Conor, but I'm not counting Dustin out by any means.
But see, that's a big fight. That's a huge fight. That's a fight to enjoy as a fan. But at the end of the day, Dustin is always motivated. He's always motivated for a fight. And then Conor, it looks very motivated. You got shaven head Conor, so it should be a wild fight. I as a fan, that fight is very intriguing, and I think it's going to be big. I think it's going to be huge. like I said, it's the first pay-per-view of the year, so I think it's gonna be a good, fun fight.
It's going to be a great fight. It's definitely going to be different than the first time they fought. And, I like both guys. I'm a fan of McGregor. He's great for the sport, just in everything. The first UFC event I ever went to was McGregor against Seaver in Boston back in the day. And I was like 1-0 as a pro back then. And I was watching that fight, just feeling the energy that McGregor brings with all the Irish fans. And I was like, I gotta fight. And now I'm fighting on a McGregor card, so it's pretty cool. And Dustin Poirier, you can't not love that guy, and you got to root for him, and I always do. So I'm mainly rooting for a good fight. I want to see a great fight, and I'm excited to watch. I'm hoping that they let us into their arena so we can watch.
I saw you say recently that you're going to knock him out in less than 60, and I find that proclamation in particular to be very interesting because that would be less than obviously the first fight. Do you feel pressure to do something even more spectacular than the first fight? You need to finish him quicker than the first time around?
It's certainly a different bout when you face a man twice, right? It should be a more difficult bout to face a man a second time. So in that scenario, I must do it better, and I'm going to aim to do it better. And I'm highly confident the shots I will need to land will be hit home inside that first 60-second mark. If Dustin can withstand them, more power to him. I know he's hoping it's a war and a dragged out war back and forth. I'm actually excited about that also. I wouldn't be against that. I'd actually love that. I would actually relish a war with Dustin. So if he can withstand the shots and get it popping, let's get it going. Let's stand in there and let's fight. So I just foresee my shots landing early, and that's it.
You would prefer a war over a 60-second fight?
Yeah, I probably would, to be honest. I probably would. I would. I want to compete. I want to rack up rack up the clock. Get some time in there. What's a war to him and what's a war to me are two different things. It's if he can last, but it's not. It's going to be a smooth one for me, to be honest, Ariel. I know Dustin's a good fighter, but I'm the double greatest.